motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way.
All right, and welcome back, guys, to Hustle and Motivate the podcast. I'm your lovely hostess with the mostest, ADOS the Soul Star, and my main man, DJ Mr. Quickness, could not be with us tonight. However, he sends his love to all of our listeners. We do, however, have a special guest in the building, T-Stunt.
Wow, what's happening, y'all?
Welcome back, T-Stunt, to Hustle and Motivate.
Oh, thank you for having me. Hey, shout out to Mr. Quickness, you know.
We really appreciate you, Quick. And Quick is actually tuned in right now. He's going to be making sure that everything is on the up and up, A100. All right? And so that's where we at. Now, we started a little later than normal, but my thing is I definitely wanted to have a show because there's so many people who depend on this motivation every week. On Thursday nights, they know where they can get it, and it's Hustle and Motivate the podcast. So we just had to do it again. We had to make it happen no matter how late it came about. Because, again, it's a podcast. Y'all can listen whenever, right? So, yeah, I'm going to need you to be more attentive, sir. See, I didn't have a problem with Quick.
Oh, no.
Pause, Granddad.
Don't be bringing the bell out on me now.
I'm bringing the bell early. How you going to be the special guest and whatnot, and you not even paying attention? See, y'all, this women, where my ladies at? Where my ladies at? Where my girls at with the front and back? And is you feeling that?
Hold on. This supposed to be about elevating your thinking, not man bashing one-on-one. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Oh, my gosh. You know, I'm just joking. So glad to have you here. Thank you so much for coming and stepping in.
Oh, no problem. It's my pleasure. You know, hey, I just love doing this, helping out, and that's what I do.
Well, you're pretty good on this microphone.
Hey, I do what I can and can what I do.
And on that note, y'all, happy Throwback Thursday, and welcome back to Hustle and Motivate the podcast, where we motivate and inspire all y'all while keeping the hustle alive, all right? Now, we've got a great show for y'all tonight because in the words of our dear friend T-Stunt, he did say what our topic was. It's elevate your thinking, okay? We want you guys to change your thinking because guess what? In changing your thinking, you will change your life.
Ooh, yes, you will change your life.
You totally change your life. You will literally, you can literally go from negative to positive, just like that.
Yeah, you can. I mean,
just by changing your mindset.
Right. And if your mind is not really elevated, it really can stay in a dark place, and you won't ever see your full potential or see potential in others.
Amen. Wow, you're here for a great night.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is actually going to turn into a series, so you might want to come back. I'm just saying.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap, crackle, and pop. That's right. So this is going to be a little bit shorter of a show, you guys. However, we'll still be here long enough to give you guys what you need. I like what my old teacher used to say in English class in high school. We asked her, how long should our papers be? And she said, your papers should be like a woman's skirt.
Ooh.
Long enough to cover the subject, short enough to keep it interesting. So tonight's show.
So in between the thigh, so right there, the thigh region, huh?
Wait a minute.
Thigh region, okay.
You got the bell on that one, sir. You just going a little too far with it, a little left with that. All I'm saying is tonight's show is going to be like a woman's skirt. Long enough to cover the subject, but short enough to keep it interesting, right? I felt like that's what we could do. I'm not saying the other shows aren't interesting, but I'm just saying this is a little shorter. You getting the baby version. That's cool because we still give you the same great information.
Okay.
Yeah. So we do have our meditation moment because I want to give y'all the rundown as we do always. We are going to have your meditation moment, the entertainment news T-Stunt is going to be helping me with tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and he's also going to be helping with delivering the hip-hop history in DJ Mr. Quickness's absence. So it's going to be a great hip-hop history, I think. Show love to the pioneers who did it, know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and who's
they
still
showed
doing
me the
it.
way. They showed me the way how to do
And who's still doing it, know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of them still doing it.
They still kicking.
Yeah, they done made history and they still in the game.
Amen.
Creating more histories. It's insanity. I love it. And then, you guys, we are going to have a mix. Now, of course, DJ Mr. Quickness is not here, but all of the mixes that I have are pretty much tie-dye DJs. So you guys are still going to jam. We're not going to do like the full 10 minutes, just a few minutes of, a little something. Then we're going to jump right back into our topic because it is a very good topic. I really want you guys to elevate your thinking tonight. If you're at a low point, we got to get you up there. Got to take you higher.
Hey, just like the song with Nipsey and John Legend, take you higher.
I wish I had that. So we could just play that.
I know, right?
Man.
And he never got to see that song make it.
I know.
He never got to, not say see the song. He never got to see the video.
See the video and just to see, just a lot of stuff. It just breaks my heart. I'm still heartbroken. That's why, when it was time to, make a change, and we changed the show title to Hustle and Motivate. I mean, it was a no-brainer for me when I was thinking of what to change the show title to. It was a no-brainer. Once that happened, it was a wrap. I already knew what the title was going to be at that point. Right. The marathon must continue.
It must. And Nipsey, basically, his whole thinking was elevate your thinking. Everything that he stood for, he talked about, he preached about in his music, going to college and all that, it's always about elevating your thinking,
Yeah.
Understand, yes, I might be a gangster. I might be
investing in real estate.
And all that stuff, yes. I come from where I come from, but I still need to elevate where I need to get to.
And giving back, man.
Oh, man.
So powerful. Just giving back, man. Like, he accomplished all he did to give back, and it's just... all right, y'all, but so much love to Nipsey Hussle. Right. The marathon continues. This is for you, and this is for all of us, for real. Okay, so I'm going to slow things down a bit because I think it's time to meditate.
All right, then let's get it in.
I think it's time
clear that
to
mind.
Meditate.
Don't pay her no mind, people. Don't pay her no mind.
Y'all got to, because look, let me cut the music. Cut the music. Cut the music.
She said cut the music.
I'm running this.
Okay, well, run it then, like a marathon.
See, that's why you my dog. That's why you my ace in the hole. My ace boom coon. All right, y'all, let's meditate. All right, everybody, I need y'all to do me a favor and take one deep breath in. And a deep breath out. I said one like you can take two. Let me stop. Positive energy in. Negative energy out. The more tranquil a man becomes, the greater is his success, his influence, his power for good. That's by James Allen, and I'll read that one more time. The more tranquil, that means peaceful, y'all, a man becomes, the greater is his success, his influence, and his power for good. I love that quote. Peace. That's one thing I can say about you, T-Stunt. Like, you have a very calm spirit. I think that you're halfway there. I know you have your own things that you battle with internally, as we all do, but that's half the battle. Meditation is so important because it allows you, it teaches you to be more still, just to be still, and to focus on your breath, because as we talk about often, breathing is so important.
Right. And
so that is what I value in you. I see that in you, and that's something that we all should strive to have, and that's that ability to be calm, but in being calm, taking the time to breathe, focus on your breaths, focus on whatever's going on in your brain at the time. There's no perfect way to meditate. No. Meditation is just taking some time, being still. I like to meditate when I wake up in the morning, and I cut on my music where I'm half asleep, half awake, where I'm meditating too. And yeah, and I just started breathing, and then after that, affirmations come, and then it's just a great day. So, I
Speak
hope
to assistance.
there you go. So this has been your meditation moment with Eight Eyes the Soul Star and T Stunt,
Yeah.
challenging y'all to vibrate higher. And as always, happy cleansing.
Groovy.
Groovy. And all that jazz.
Wow.
And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees. You know that song?
Yes, I do. I'm not that young now. I know a little about that.
Oh, okay. Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Queen Latifah and all them, all that. Yeah.
Child Joe. No, I'm playing. But I actually learned that in choir. So even way before the Chicago movie came out.
Well, I heard it
I mean, it was
by
a
the choir.
play.
Yeah, I heard it by the choir at our school too. So yeah,
that was
I heard
my
it.
first time hearing it. But yeah, so that's pretty darn awesome. You know what? You say you're not that. You say you're not that young. I wasn't even doing that to you this time. I know I talk about your age. I know I talk about your age, but not tonight.
Okay.
But shout out to DJ Mr. Quickness. He just shot me a text message. He said all is good.
It's all
So it's
good
all good.
in the hood.
All the latest moves. Anyway, you remember that?
Okay, now I might be too young for that one.
Okay. Oh.
You got me stumped on that one.
That was on that episode of the Wayans Brothers when that lady from In Living Color was on there, the white lady,
Okay.
and she pretended like she had fallen.
Oh yeah,
it-
well she got
was
she
it on
couldn't
that?
dance for nothing.
Oh no, that was Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, that was Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Yeah. And she was like, I was a great dancer.
Dancer.
And he was like,
They played that
She
music,
said, I
boy.
knew
She
all
got
the
out that
latest
chair.
moves. Jamie said, all the latest moves. Say it with me now. All the latest moves.
Okay, yeah, I remember that episode for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jamie
yeah.
Foxx was my show. That was my show.
Yes, hunty. So anyway,
All right then.
that's I had to let you know what happened with my train of thought and what had brought me to that.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so let's get to our Black History fact. Y'all know it's still Black History Month. We
Power
got
to
a
the
couple of, we got one more day. No, 2 more days.
2 more.
Because
2
a
more.
leap year.
Is it really?
Yeah, so we got
Ooh.
the 29th this year. So we got an extra year in Black History. I mean, extra day. Pause it.
Right.
Extra day in Black History Month.
And shout out to all those that were born on the 29th and you only
Right.
get a birthday every 4 years. I don't know how that works out, but hey. you still
They just have to
celebrate.
pick a day. Those are the years, baby. They just got to pick a day. They got to pick the 28th
Or the
of
first.
February or the 1st of March.
Ooh.
I would always go with February 28th. I ain't even going to lie. Either way, you're a Pisces.
Yeah, so no, yeah, you still Pisces, so it's all good.
Unfortunately, you still a Pisces. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Don't
Shout
y'all
out to you
Pisces
crazy
come at me.
people. Shout out to you crazy
Shout out to
people.
y'all Pisces, man. You know what's crazy? The Zodiac says that
Mhm.
Pisces and Virgos are exact opposite.
I can see that.
They're exactly opposite on the scale. It's so crazy.
For the few Pisces that I do know and the several Virgos that I do know,
Yeah,
I can
We are the-
definitely see that.
opposite, like direct opposite. Like literally, if I say I'm hot, they're saying they cold. Like it's
Right, that part.
ain't
that
no
part.
halfway. But no, I typically do get along with Pisces, so I really do. I was engaged to one, so
Woo.
was operative
Ooh.
word. Operative. It could work though. We would just, I think all signs could work. You just got to have a level of maturity.
Yeah.
Period. But and for honestly, Virgos and Pisces, it really is a good match because it's earth and water. But again, both parties got to be mature, and either the Pisces is mature or they not, and it takes them a minute to get there.
Some of them.
Some of them come out the gate be like, but if you have one that's immature, then that's just what they are.
It is what it is. I
Fight
never,
me, B.
I
Fight me.
never dated one, so I
No, swear.
couldn't tell you much
No,
about it.
but no, Pisces are good people. I was just playing, y'all. And you know how we do. We talk about our signs, but in all actuality, everyone can exude those characteristics and traits that they say supposedly we have by
Yeah.
our sign.
Yeah,
So,
fact, 'cause
yeah.
there's a lot of things about Aquarius that I'll be like, no, I'm the total opposite of all of that.
Right? I feel you, because like when they say Virgos are boring and they say that we're routine, just because somebody is into being structured, that doesn't mean they're boring. It just doesn't mean they don't.
Now, routine, yes.
It just means that you don't like chaos. You don't like for things to be chaotic and out of order.
Now, routine, yes. I've seen stuff Virgos with their routines. They got what they do, but I have seen them not be boring with their routines. Though.
Yeah.
It depends on how you do your routine. If routine is a very exciting routine, then you're an exciting person. Now, if your routine is just, pick the same blue tie or the same shirt.
Oh, no, it's never going to be like that.
And just out the door at the same time each day, and you do your work, you come home, and that's it, then, yeah, you're boring. But if your routine has some adventures in it,
yeah,
each day that you live, then, yeah.
And exactly. Like, for example, this show is a routine of mine as a Virgo, but this is never a dull moment doing a radio show.
No,
you never know what's going to happen, what's going to go right or wrong, and, at the end of the day, you're able to express yourself.
Right.
And you're able to help others and whatever the case may be with your show. So, I think that, it's not always the case. You know what I'm saying? And then you meet people who have your same sign. You can't stand this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't nothing like me, bro. I would never do no like that.
You know what? Yes, because one of my little brothers, he's an Aquarius, and when I say we're like polar opposites.
Like it's like that a lot of times. So
he
can't totally go off of signs.
Yeah, he's the fighter. I'm the regulator. I guess you say that.
And you know what? I will say that though, because I knew an Aquarius, and boy, fighter.
Oh yeah. Now don't get it twisted. Now, if I get to that point of that part of the Aquarius, oh yeah,
but this one here, I'm talking about probably like your friend, like the guy you were talking about, he ready to go
anytime. It don't matter.
So,
he throwing.
I want you to. I'm ready for you to do something.
I want you to too, but I'd rather talk to you first, and let's get an understanding. Because if I get that point, then it's seen red, and I don't feel like doing no time in Tarrant County Jail.
Right, ain't nobody got time for that. So speaking of that, we actually the first entertainment news story. Oh my gosh, it's not really just entertainment, but it's involving entertainers. So that's what we call it that. But let's get into our Black History Fact, and then we'll get to our entertainment news. Now,
power to the people.
Power to the people. I wish I had Fight the Power or something to play in the background, but it's all good.
Hey, hustle and motivate. Hey, they hustled and they motivated everybody. That's what they in history.
You right about that. You
all
right about that. T-Stunt. T-Stunt-lerific. All right.
Hashtag ain't shit. And hashtag you know it.
Anyway, today's Black History Fact. We actually have two Black History Facts since, again, we're in the last days of Black History Month, 2020.
Right.
All right, so the first woman representative, y'all, Shirley Chisholm.
Whoa.
Was the first African-American woman elected to the House of Representatives, y'all. She was elected in 1968 and represented the state of New York. She broke ground again 4 years later in 1972 when she was the first major party African-American candidate and first female candidate for president of the United States.
So she was the first one.
Yeah, the first one to run. Yeah.
And black.
Yeah, and black.
The first black in everything.
In 1972, in the 70s, and that was tough. It was really tough for black people then.
Yeah. We had just got out the Negro stage.
Hold up. And she was like, well, we reaching for the sky. We reaching for the stars, you know what I'm saying?
She did that.
Shout out to Miss Shirley Chisholm. Man.
Right,
first African-American woman elected to the House of Representatives, and she also ran for president of the United States. Now, if that isn't motivating, I don't know what is.
Right. And we're going to go ahead and get on to our next Black History Facts. And, I guess it's Woman Thursday, because, both these women did their thing in both their fields. And a lot of you women out here, especially in the African-American community, can definitely give praise to this young lady here for helping y'all out with them edges.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord. And we are talking about the self-made millionaire, Miss Madam C.J. Walker. Can we get applause for her one time for the one time?
Madam C.J. Walker.
Ooh,
Yes, Lord.
yes. She was born on a cotton plantation in Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Hey, Louisiana, Lana, however y'all say it. And became wealthy after investing in a line of African American hair care products. You know, hey, they're just for me. That's what she did for y'all.
No lie, conditioner, relaxer cream.
Ooh, and it laid down, Yes. She established Madam C.J.'s Walker laboratories and was also known for her philosophic. Ooh,
Get the word, Jesus.
I can't even say it. Is it philanthropy?
Philanthropy.
I said it right?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay.
You got to eventually. You got there eventually. It happened.
Hey.
It's recorded too. Can't say it didn't.
Right. Hey, I got to it, y'all. Hey, philanthropy. God dang it. Hey, I was never good at spelling, and I did not do the
But you
spelling.
did really well up to that word. That's the thing about it.
That's one of the SAT words.
You did really well considering that you got all the way to the end. It was just that word.
Right. That one word got me.
That one word. That's all right because you know it now.
Oh, I do now forever. I see.
Philanthropy. Philanthropic. Philanthropic.
All right. Blueface. All right, baby.
They go one. It's all one in the
But this is your Black History facts for today.
Yeah,
Shout out to the women that's empowering everybody out there.
Already, including Nate Eyes. I know. Thank you.
Hey, there you
Come
go.
on now.
There you go.
Clap it up.
And hey,
One
and you
time,
know
one
what?
time.
Hey, I'm glad we got them too, because you know what? They elevated the thinking.
Yes.
And,
They
you know,
did, and we needed. But honestly, in all seriousness, and you're right, with Black history, Black history is American history, but it's even more. It should be even more for us as Black Americans, because without them doing what they did, going against the grain, that mess wasn't easy.
Oh, I know it was. I know
It was
wasn't.
hard.
What?
I mean, to have that, it's one thing to say, well, I don't care if they throw me in jail. No, they was doing all kind of terrible things to Black people then.
Right.
It was,
and what the fact to just go throw me to jail? It's the trip on the way. Are you going to make it to
Are
the
you
jail?
gonna make it to the jail?
Are you gonna make it home when you get out of the jail?
And if you do make it home, what happened to you on your way?
Right.
So it's like,
yeah,
it was so much harder to think about that, But and to do that, but they did. They made it happen, and I'm so proud. I'm proud to be Black. Every day I wake up, I'm so proud to be Black. I love being Black. It's just the greatest. I mean, all these different ethnic groups of people. We all have our own awesome things that we offer to the world, to society. But I will say the Black culture has offered so much to not just American culture, but cultures over in other countries.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like they've taken some from the hip hop culture or jazz, or because our music is really everybody's taking from our music.
Oh, it's fire.
You know what I'm saying?
The only thing we didn't do was classic.
Classical?
Yeah, classical.
Yeah. They have classical.
Yeah. Y'all can have that Beethoven. All y'all, hey, y'all did good.
That's
with
all
that,
right.
but,
Y'all
it's
did
all right.
that because I like listening to a little classical every now and then. When I'm being creative.
Yeah, but getting your feet moving, getting your everything. Even the country right now, they got some hip hop beats in their country songs.
Yeah, and it's not even new. It ain't even new. They've been doing it too.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They've been biting that hip hop.
Oh yeah, they have. They just
for a few years now.
They just didn't want to recognize it when Lil Nas X crossed into that lane. It was like, oh wait, hold on.
And I'm sure it wasn't all of them. It's just the vast majority of them, because the vast majority of country folks, I'm pretty sure, are Trump supporters. What do you think? Country people that love country, that are like really.
I wouldn't say
country.
Trump supporters, because I talked to several country folks that I know that y'all, yeehaw and all that cow. They hate them with a passion.
Okay, I was just wondering. I mean, that's my assumption. That's
a
why.
couple of them said they want to get the boys load up in the pickup truck and go do some
okay.
things to them. So
All right, well, they might be an ally, but anyway, that's all right with me.
all right.
That is all right with me. But seriously, happy Black History Month, everybody. Black history is American history. When you know better, you do better. When you know what we've created and all of that, then you know how you should be treated and how you should think of yourself and of your opportunities. At the end of the day, you may not have been given all the opportunities in the world, but we got way more than what they had back then. And look at what they accomplished with not even half of the opportunities we got now. So let's be appreciative of that, and let's get out there and make it work. Marathon continues. All right, let's get into our entertainment news, you guys. So this first story I really want to talk about because, man, it just really touched my heart. Now, they have been talking about this for a little minute, and just to really see the details, read the details, I was so disgusted, and I really wanted to share this, use this platform to share what these men have been going through, these inmates. Now, the story is Jay-Z, Yo Gotti, and Team Rock assisted 152 inmates with filing second lawsuits against Mississippi Department of Corrections. So I don't know if you heard, but I do recall Angela Yee had even reported on this on The Breakfast Club that Jay-Z, Yo Gotti, and Team Rock, they've been coming together, and they've really been trying to, they've really been working on prison reform, and they've been starting with this prison in Mississippi. So let me tell you guys a little bit more about that. So now these guys have gotten together to and they've obtained legal representation, which is such a blessing. I'm so glad they're doing this, for over 150 inmates, and helped them to file a second civil lawsuit against the Mississippi Department of Corrections. Now the suit is asking for courts to order Mississippi Department of Corrections to address the barbaric prison conditions at the Mississippi State Penitentiary at Parchman, and to create a plan to minimize health and safety risks within 90 days for the inmates. Within 90 days. Now, the environment at Parchman is considered deadly.
How do you
deadly
besides getting stabbed?
Due to their lack of clean water, adequate food, heat, availability of health care, and more. Inmates have detailed the conditions in the lawsuit as such. Many times the food is adulterated with rat feces, cockroaches, rocks, bird droppings, and other foreign matter. The toilets routinely back up and flood the prison cells, which allows fecal matter, urine, and water to cover the floors and drain out into housing units, common space. The portable water system at Parchman is contaminated with human feces, presumably from the sewer system. Prisoner-on-prisoner violence is rampant, and at times is facilitated by corrupt guards seeking to curry favor with inmates. Plaintiffs have witnessed instances where guards have provided cell keys to inmates so they could assault and sometimes kill other inmates. Inmates insert their own catheters, treat their own stab wounds, vomit up blood, teeter on the verge of diabetic comas, and suffering through seizures without medical care. Even a broken neck can go without treatment at Parchman, with the inmate being left to suffer his own injury while sleeping in exposed steel bed spring with no mattress. So internal riots have occurred at Parchman since December 29, 2019, that are sparked by the living conditions. In addition, there have been 9 inmate deaths that have occurred because of suicides, homicides, and miscellaneous cases that have classified as natural death. But it's prison, all that stuff going on. The filing follows a lawsuit from early January on behalf of 29 inmates against Mississippi Department of Corrections, which led an investigation into Parchman by the Department of Justice. So shout out to Jay-Z, Yo Gotti, and Team Rock. We're going to have to go ahead and clap that up, man. Oh, yeah. Shout out to them, because I read this and I almost cried.
That just what the fuck, Mississippi? That's all I got to say on that one.
I almost cried when I read this.
Really?
Because you got a lot of people in prison that are innocent.
Oh yeah, you got tons of people that are innocent or in there for minor situations,
stuff, yeah.
And the judge just threw a book at them.
Right.
Just okay, well, you had an ounce of weed, so I'm just throw you a whole yard.
Everybody
me, sir?
in there is a dang criminal.
Right. Some people out here hustling, trying to make ways for their families. Not everybody's out here doing extra criminal stuff out here like that. You know, y'all out here worried about somebody trying to make a living for their family, and less worried about homeboy that's shooting up everybody.
Exactly. So, man, my prayers are with all of those inmates, especially those who are innocent of their crimes. But for all those inmates, because no human, you know, unless you like straight up just murder somebody, you just evil. But everybody in there ain't like that.
Yeah, you need to go ahead and sit that out.
Yeah,
You
but
need to go ahead and sit that out, player.
those conditions should not be like that.
Period.
Those people are human beings, and at the end of the day, if they made sure that one dude that shot up the church got a meal after he shot up them people
Before he got into it,
then doggone it, y'all can get these men, y'all can get them better conditions. Then this is ridiculous. Then you got those old dirty and oh gosh, I really wish a good friend of mine was here. She used to work for the Louisiana prison system. She don't work there no more. Thank God. I'm so glad she out of that. It's terrible. It's freaking terrible. Those prison systems be terrible. And like, I totally believe when they say they got the people that work there, those guards, prison guards, like, you done got cool with somebody in prison, so you actually giving them the key so they can go in somebody's cell and kill them or beat them up?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I ain't never been to no prison.
I ain't never been to no prison.
But I mean, I'm not surprised, but it's just like, I'm not totally surprised, but in a way, it's like, dang, like, it's still messed up.
Right. And all these movies that people see, you know, about prisons and all that stuff, a lot of that stuff is coming from inside sources that really happen. Like the gang rapes, the jaws getting broke, riots happening, and all this stuff. That's because people have lived that and they actually seen that. And a lot of people out here thinking, oh, when they see that on TV, it's like, oh, okay, that's the fantasy. No, that's real. That's real deal Holyfield going on in these prisons. And we just turn a blind eye because, oh, well, he's a criminal, so he deserves less of being a human.
Right.
Which is bull crap because, okay, say your child does the same exact thing. You going to look at your child any less?
Right. No, real talk. Like, I mean, that's for people that go out there and they, you know, they committing those, heinous crimes. They really going against the commandments, like on that one. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not kill. They killing. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Even stealing is bad. You know what I'm saying? Up to a certain point. You know what I mean?
Right,
but even then, you shouldn't be in those kind of conditions. Like, that's just crazy. Like, I understand the suicide. I honestly, if I was in that, I would kill myself. I would probably kill myself if I didn't get out of that. That sounds just a horrible way.
For real.
Yeah, so I understand. But anyway, so I just, man, my heart really goes out to these guys. And
Shout
I
out
just.
to all y'all inmates out there. Free y'all.
For real. And, you know, much love to the inmates, man. And, you know, man, we're just praying that these conditions get better for you all out there in Mississippi and all those different correctional facilities that's doing the same mess. This is just one. And Jay-Z, Yo Gotti, and Team Rock, man, much love to y'all for putting in the work. Jay-Z became a billionaire.
It just been going in with it.
Man, and you can say whatever you want to about Jay-Z. You could talk about that BS Illuminati mess and all of that with Beyonce. You could talk about all that, but whatever. What's real, what we see, what's valid, is all of the things he's been doing for not just, you know, the black community, but for the world. Because at the end of the day, him putting black people in a better position is ultimately going to stimulate the economy even more. So at the end of the day, what he's doing is a great thing. I love what he's doing.
We buy a whole lot of things out here, if y'all think about it, and we do stimulate this comedy.
Economy. We do, because I'm going to tell you right now, like they've already, you know, studies have come out saying that, you know, the black dollar is so powerful. If we all band together and decided to go to another land and decide to have our own country, we could totally do that.
Oh,
like the black dollar is so sought after.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying? You still have
because we the main ones out here. I mean, to cut you off, but
ahead.
we the main ones out here. You know, buying everything.
Yeah,
a lot of it.
Oh yeah,
and stunting on it and getting into debt behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we doing it. I mean, you know, not saying to the other counterparts or to any other race out there, but we are out here really buying these things.
Right.
And it's go for show. Trust when income tax season hit. What we doing? Cars, apartments, house, clothes, all that. We out here buying it. So for y'all to sit here and say that our money is not worth nothing, okay.
Yeah, they'll never say that. They'll be stupid to say some mess like that.
Oh, God.
In today's world and society. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to the next story. So the baby is set to judge the North Carolina Making the Band auditions. I thought this was really cool.
Okay.
So the baby,
Sounds
you
interesting.
see everybody getting their little shine when they get their little rise. You know what I'm saying? They little low, little low.
Hello.
Inside joke. But anyway, so but no, when they get their situation going, man, and it's starting to blow, and you know, it's you know, you get more opportunities. So this is just another opportunity that the baby has. They seem to be really serious about making the band back, y'all. So I know they're gonna be in North Carolina. They're also gonna be in Atlanta, I believe, in Houston as well. So I would just do a Google search and you know.
I'm gonna try to.
Well, it's
go down
18
that
to 26, I think. the
26.
ages.
Ah,
18 to 26, I believe, is the cutoff.
dang it! I'm 4 years too late.
Yeah, you know, but it's been so long since the
Right.
band has been out, making the band been out. Like, if it was out during our prime years, when
Right.
we were in our early 20s,
Yeah, really trying to
we
get
could,
it again.
you know, we probably could have did it, you know, but they wait till we got too old. That's all right.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's
Hey,
cool.
I'm still not an old rapper.
No, we're not. No, I'm just saying that too old for that competition.
right,
but
right.
honestly, I ain't even trying to throw salt, but I'm going to just keep my comments to myself.
Me personally, I don't want to be in a house full of a bunch of peoples like that anyway. I'm
I
sorry.
honestly,
That-
I'm
that's-
just going to say it. Look,
Just say it.
unpopular opinion. It's my show. Look, I personally would not want to be signed to Diddy. I mean, anybody that has been in the music industry,
His
who's
track
wanted to
record
be
is
a
not
part of
good.
the music industry, knows anything about the music industry, especially hip hop and Diddy and all of that. He does, from what we understand, he does not take care of his artists. Okay, his artists come in, they make music, it's hot like a mofo. He can, you gonna sell, but for how long will you have
And
your popularity, your
Right.
career?
isn't Pastor Mace on his head right now, on his neck
Oh
right
yeah,
now?
because he wants his master. But I believe that. But see, Mace, that's different. That's a
Mm.
different situation because when Mace left, he just up and left.
Oh,
So when you
Oh, that's
just
your fault.
yeah, when you
Okay.
just up and leave, you can't come back making demands. You should have had that conversation before you just dipped out and said, "I'm gonna go find the Lord."
yeah. All right. Okay.
So
All
that's
right.
a different situation.
All right. Okay.
I will give Diddy that because something. But at the same time,
Yeah.
Young Jock. I mean, he on what you call it right now. He pushing what is it? Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Because Jack was on Bad Boy South.
Yeah, Young Jock.
He was high for a good.
It's a knitted beat.
Yeah.
But actually, well, let me take that back. What about the Boys in the Hood? Boys in the Hood sell anything for profit. Now, when Jeezy was a
took
part
it
of
out.
that, he did, but I don't know if he was signed
No,
necessarily.
he was Bad Boy South. Jeezy.
Okay, well, Jeezy took off,
Boys
he
in the
did
Hood
well.
was Bad Boy South.
Mhm.
There was Jeezy, Jody Breeze, and some other guys that I can't.
That's
I'm
awesome.
not even
You know
gonna lie.
another name. I don't know any other name but Jeezy out of the Boys
I
in
just
the
know
Hood.
Jody Breeze because him and Jeezy they went toe to toe a few times on a few records, and Jody Breeze and went toe to toe with a few other people.
5 in the morning on the corner.
Clocking. Yeah. and that's
That
how I
was a good
remember
song.
that.
That was a good
But
Cause that's the thing.
That's
Diddy
about
produces really great music, right?
he do. He
This-
do.
the
No, no, no.
hits, freaking hits. But
I'm not
it's
gonna take that away from
why do you have to
Where's the
shiest
longevity?
your artist? Like, we feel like you shysting them. Maybe you not. Can you tell us? Holler at us. info@fyneradio.com. Because Inquiring Minds would like to know. I mean, or Hustle and Motivate on Instagram and Facebook. But Inquiring Minds would want to know, Diddy, what happened with your artists? What happened with their longevity? What happened with their careers, man?
Yeah, like Cassidy. She came in and we was like, okay, she gonna be the.
Who was Cassidy? Oh, Cassie.
Oh, Cassie, my bad.
Well, she had that one hit.
Oh, she did. Dang.
Just me and you.
Yeah, that's the only one I remember.
I've been waiting.
And I thought she was gonna go for some more.
That was it.
And then she became his girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
For many, many years.
okay. Well, we're gonna leave that out.
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna leave
just
it.
gonna
We're
leave that.
gonna leave
But
that around.
anyway, so shout out to the baby because
Right.
he is gonna be judging the making the band audition. So if you guys, hey, look, I'm not saying don't do it. It's an opportunity for exposure. All that. Just make sure you
just
have
do your homework.
do your homework.
Do
Have a
your
manager with
homework.
you, somebody that can read over that contract when you get it before you sign a piece of paper for this thing you auditioning. Read it, please.
Right. Me personally, and we gonna move on from here because I'm gonna do the next thing. Me personally, I would rather take money versus a deal. Because with money, I can do what I need to do, invest in what I need to invest.
Or a
and move
distribution deal.
I can do that too.
That's totally fine. That's what a lot of people are doing now, distribution.
Oh, yeah, but here's the thing with distribution. You got several things out here that you don't even need a distribution deal to distribute your stuff.
You don't, but I would like, I personally think that if they could offer you a marketing budget,
Facts.
I think that would be
facts.
great because then you have them as far as helping you with distribution, and then you have the marketing.
Pushing it.
They actually pushing it for you.
Right.
But
as far as like just signing a deal, people, please be worried about those things. Them 360s, yes, those deals are still out here. If you're hot in the streets, if I was you, just stay independent on your own, on your masters, and if you can, just partner up in like a small percentage. Cool, great, go for it. But if not, stay independent and keep your grind on yourself. Facts. All right. So on other news for entertainment.
This ain't really just entertainment, but
this ain't entertainment. Well, it's entertaining-ish.
Kinda.
It's kinda-ish entertaining.
Because of the memes.
All right. Oh, boy, the memes been going ham on this. So, the coronavirus update. Yes, y'all did say the coronavirus update. It has touched down, as far as we heard, in the ATL. According to a news report from Atlanta's Fox 5 News, at least 200 people traveled through the city of Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport who appear to have symptoms of the deadly coronavirus, according to yesterday's news briefing at Fox 5. So, yeah, buddy, it seems to me that it is coming. Now, is this something that we all need to be worried about? I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly who all is being targeted with this disease. I'm not sure exactly what. Now, I have seen a few memes out there and a few news stories about if guys have beards, that if you shave them off, it'll help out. Now, I know a few of you ladies gonna probably be mad about that because, you know, your man out here shaving his beard and, you know, hey, when he do them things, that beard gone. You can't feel nothing now. Yeah, you can't shave that now. You can, hey, it is what it is. But also, too, as reported on Tuesday, the CDC warns Americans to prepare for the inevitable, I don't know how to say that word.
Probably inevitable.
Inevitable. My bad. Spread of the virus, as it has had confirmed to have reached stateside. So basically, it's here, y'all.
It's here.
It's here.
And it's crazy because Trump, he. It's come out that this is now finally it's concerning the Trump administration.
First of all, it should have been concerned when it first got the news. Matter of fact, China. Hold on, I'm finna get on y'all head real quick, cause y'all knew about this for a good minute, and y'all try to keep this shit under wraps. Now, I get it. You don't want a worldwide panic, and have everybody going chaos and thinking it's World War Z right here and zombies finna attack. But this is something that the people need to know.
Yeah.
And so that way we can prepare ourselves and understand what's going on. Now, but also, too, so we can have an open mind about this and not be, out here accusing people of it, too. Because, that shit will happen. People will start accusing, oh, well, this person got coronavirus and call CDC on you. And now your whole household is on lockdown and you can't do nothing or go nowhere. And everybody looking at you like you got the, I booty face.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I'm just saying, though.
I feel like, as far as the Trump administration goes, like, it's just, just vote, y'all. Please vote. Vote against. If I'm not making myself clear, vote against Donald Trump. You were right. If you're here in the U.S. and you're tuned in with us, voting is look. Super Tuesday is coming up on Tuesday, and since we are in Texas, Texas is one of the states that is part of Super Tuesday. Whoa. So very important that we get out and we vote for our Democratic potential. I Anybody but Bloomberg. Anybody but Bloomberg, I think I'll be okay with.
Yeah, I see my first campaign sign of Bloomberg when I was rolling through Arlington. My first one,
Oh, okay.
the first and only one
started-
I ever seen it.
I haven't seen a sign yet, but he's just getting warmed up. He spent millions of dollars, so it's some
He's a
stuff
billionaire, ain't he?
yeah, some stuff that's ready to roll out that hasn't yet. So
I mean, it was very colorful. I don't know.
I mean,
I saw it. It's very colorful.
thing is,
It's like, okay.
here's the thing. His advertisement, his ads, they haven't been saying terrible things. They've been saying stuff that you want to hear. It's just that, dude, we don't believe you.
Right.
I mean, stop and frisk.
Oh yeah, so that's right. He was the one that started that bull crap up there in New York.
You're right. And then, and defended it a few times. And then now he's apologizing, before he, announces his, candidacy for president. Like,
First of all,
so it's just
who in
hard
New?
to-
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying it's hard to believe
Right.
anything that comes out of his mouth.
And first of all, who in New York did y'all even decide that this would be a great idea to have that person, that mayor, try to run for the presidency? Like,
I mean, we all make mistakes, and nobody's squeaky clean.
Oh no, I get that. Besides Obama, but that was the
I know
cleanest.
they never really just found anything
that was the
on
cleanest
President
man out.
Obama.
I'm sorry. Look, hey.
They said all this stuff, but they never found nothing.
Hey. Wipe him down. That boy clean. Ain't nothing coming off of him. I'm sorry. I ain't. There's nothing that has been found on him. Wipe him down. He clean. You dig what I'm saying?
Obama.
My president was black and my Lambo was blue. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we gonna keep it moving.
Final story of y'all. We are still in entertainment news. It's the final story.
Right. Final story, and it comes out from my boy Lecrae.
Crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So he talks forthcoming book and album. The two-time Grammy-winning hip-hop artist. Now, before I get further, is he hip-hop or is he gospel he's just whatever he wants?
Spiritual hip-hop.
Okay.
Because he still doesn't curse.
Okay.
And like
But
the
it's still
last
hip-hop,
album that I heard, it's very hip. Like honestly, the last album that he put out, it's in there. I can't remember the name of it, but I actually it's a few songs on it I really like that. They don't make you think gospel rap. They just make you think rap, like hip hop.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm not gonna.
he switched his style up. Lecrae has come a long way. Let me just say that he's one of my favorite artists. He's one of my favorite creatives. Period. And I was so proud of him when he really crossed that threshold when he was in that cipher, that BET cipher. It was like the BET Hip Hop Awards, I believe it was.
Was it this past year?
It was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Man, he killed it. He freaking killed it on a higher level, a spiritual tip, coming at it from a spiritual level. But he's dope. He's just a dope artist. He's a dope MC. Like I think that he really helped cross over Christian hip hop, gospel hip hop. Yeah.
Well, Mr. Lecrae Moore, I guess this is his government name, has signed a contract with Zondervan for his new book, I Am Restored: How I Lost My Religion But Found My Faith.
Because I know I dropped religion a long time ago.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, I'm wholly spiritual around here. Hashtag no religion. But so
You making me sick with these hashtags.
hey, that's what I do. Hey, we in the hashtag era. Everything is a hashtag now. So
it's just so smooth with it. Hashtag no religion.
Yeah, you dig what I'm saying?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
But which is to be released October 13th, 2020. And in his book, I Am Restored, Lecrae shares how growing stronger in his faith has helped him create, transform in the lives of others. Lecrae bears his soul, sharing deep wounds, past traumas, confliction with family, church, and personal challenges, and hoping that his process and restoration will help others as well.
You know what? I want to get his first book. And you know me, I'm not a
reader.
No, I've never been that chick to just want to read somebody's book.
Right.
If I read something, it's like how to get rich, how to make money, how to do better at this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a how-to guide. But his, But this How I Lost My Religion but Found My Faith. I think I want to read it, and only because I've been a fan of his since I was in high school.
See, I heard. Okay,
So that's a
I ain't
long
gonna say
time.
I didn't listen to him. I heard a few songs of his, and he's also one of the songs on the soundtrack of Superfly.
Oh, okay, I didn't know
Yeah,
that. But the Superfly movie is a really good
It's a good movie. I think it's Lord Forgive Us or Sinners or something like
I
that.
gotta look that up.
When you hear the song, it sounds like a church theme thing going on, but hip hop with
I
it.
remember when I was in Memphis, boy, I used to jam that Jesus music, ride with my top down, listening to the Jesus music. That was my jam.
Okay. All right.
Top down, listening to this Jesus music. I'm
I'm
okay, then I
gonna
can rock with it.
check it out. I'm gonna check it
Yeah,
out. But,
so-
but yes, his album is due actually spring, so please be on the lookout for that coming out. And it's the my forthcoming album, and it basically talks about his healing process along with his book, the journey he took to go inspiring everybody, and just basically going more depth of his life. So basically, definitely go get that. It's a full studio album, and again, like I said, it's due to be released here springtime. So, and it's just springtime-ish, right about now. Well, Texas anyway. Springtime-ish. So most definitely go check that out. Shout out to my boy Lecrae.
Well, when spring has sprung in the sprung of spring.
Wow.
I said that in college. My friends was like, in the sprung of spring.
The sprung of
Yeah,
spring.
I said in the sprung of spring. Spring is sprung.
All right, and this has been your entertainment news.
With 8 eyes.
And T Snug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we did a great job. Look at Earth. Well, look here. So we gotta come back. I want to take a break, maybe about 9 minutes or so.
What was that?
I'm tired of stumbling over my words, yo. All right,
Gotcha.
look. So we're gonna come back in about 8 minutes, guys. We're just gonna play a little bit of a mix, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna do our hip hop history. Then we're gonna tackle our topic, and then it'll be all right until next time. But so don't go nowhere. We're gonna play a little bit of this mix by none other than DJ Mr. Quickness, and when we return, we're gonna go over our topic as well as the hip hop history. Don't go nowhere. It's Hustle and Motivate the podcast.
I want to know what it is Mr. Quick is trying to say.
I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now. Got me talking about my life. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now. Got me talking about my life. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now. I don't usually do this, but the drink it got me moody, got me thinking about decisions, man. I should've left for Juvie, got me bustin' with my cutie. I can't trust her, know her booty. Every night she acting new school. I am not gonna be a student. I got class, I got trash, I got bills, I got. Heard them boys been write me up. I hope they also writing their wheels. I got beam, I got flash, I got dreams and nightmares past. I'm allergic to the. I'm using wings to wipe my ass right now. I'm on a bumble straight. I just got out my felt like the sunken place. She give me drunk and she give me highest praise. And when I'm in LA, I'm smoking Kobe Bryant Nates. I watch my father whip the yayo like some mayonnaise. Moms will come home, they will argue. He didn't put away the plate. Taught me how to do my dirty clean up at the same time. Right now I'm on a couple, not the same time. Remix, baby. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now. Got me talking about my life. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now, and I need you in my life. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now. I got so many felonies, I might can't never go to Canada. But Drake said he gon' put some screens, so let me check my calendar. I just popped me one of them whatchamacallits and it boosted my stamina. Now I'm on the banister, guess I just East Atlanta. And I already dropped Tarantula. Challenge, yeah, me ain't got no manners, bro. What's the manners? I keep throwing rubber bandits up. Pull your panties up, cause you like a granny. You're just an amateur. Tifa Lee gon' make this cricket just try throw the book at me. I look like $500,000 worth of she look at me, but you ain't gotta with me, my but you stuck with me. But how you call the cops on me, my you grew up with me.
I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now. Got me talking about my life. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk, but I'm both right now.
Yeah, it do not
I don't
matter.
usually do this unless I'm
Turn to a
drunk,
savage, but I got fatter. She call me daddy. Smoking that gas, got all that Zany, she on a powder. Nowadays I am on my head, I got sadder. Money got longer, speaker got louder, car got faster. Turn to a savage, pocket got fatter. She call me daddy. Smoking that gas, got all that Zany, she on a powder. Nowadays I am on my head, I got sadder. Money got longer, speaker got louder, car got faster. Money so old, dollar spoiled. Yeah, my love so spoiled. Yeah, I rubber down that oil. Yeah, I got money now, you know it. Yeah, diamonds on my tip. Yeah, y'all lay like fire. Yeah, Chris Brown said these they lawyer. None of these got no moral. On my Jeter. Yeah, my glasses be Dita. Never thought that it'd be days I could kick my feet up. Never thought that she would need me that much if I leave her. It do not matter. Turn to a savage, pocket got fatter. She call me daddy. Smoking that gas, got all that Zany, she on a powder. Nowadays I am on my head, I got sadder. Money got longer, speaker got louder, car got faster. Turn to a savage, pocket got fatter. She call me daddy. Smoking that gas, got all that Zany, she on a powder. Nowadays I am on my head, I got sadder. Money got longer, speaker got louder, car got faster. Turn to a savage, pocket got fatter. She call me daddy. Smoking that gas, got all that Zany, she on a powder. Nowadays I am on my head, I got sadder. Money got longer, speaker got louder, car got faster. All of this is faction, no time for acting. All this money last night. Like go out to eat, get that black beside mine. When I wear my
Rack Simmons like a pinata. Few blue Balenciagas. Robin Jean with the phone pots. Hit the club and I'm a black balls. With me whoop, whoop, whoop. No sex trippin', ain't no fool. G's a piece of 10K gold. I'm a fool, you better act cool. German Shepherds in my backyard. Train to kill, I was born to deal. I was on the hill, RIP till one, rest in peace, Clifford deal. But daddy back out, you don't the door. Hit the Magic City, pack it out. You hatin' on me, I don't give a I'm a street, you can walk it out. I'm in Pittsburgh with a ladder. Young with a bankroll. Scrape the pot, I was in the hood. My mama stayed on Glenwood. 17 with a 38. Don't f around and make me 38. 24 hours, I was trying to get it. I was waiting on first 48. Got a family to feed, got a family to feed. They depending on me, they depending on me. If you don't believe in me, I'm like, yeah. You thought you believed in me. I thought you had them racks, but you got evicted. Heard you had it on you, you pin the pension. Till I pull up, get it. Rats on me like a mop.
Rats on me, got a rats on me.
I was jet broke like a mop.
I was down bad, I ain't
Rats on me like wow.
rats on me, got a rats on me.
Like how you do that? Dumped out the porch. I was on the go. Mama couldn't tell me.
No.
I was trapping in the folk. Take the pain away. I got it made away for my family.
so groovy. I got power. I'm so groovy. I got power. That's so. I just bought it. Oh, that's so. I just bought it. Perks and Miley. Plain Jane. I should face. I don't know her name. Tom Brady, Tony Snow. I just back doja. Going crazy at the drug. I just suicide the door. Candy yams in the apartment. Living like me, no. I just couldn't let me breathe. BBS is on my sleeve. Purr my codeine. Blind your eyes with my ring. You ain't never gonna see me. I can style it in McCartney. High fashion. John Madden. Bisex. No relation. Bought the jet. 60K. Austin Powell. MIA. Steve Cigar. Hard to kill. Stuff cigars. Hide the broad. She Photoshop. I'm photogenic. I just bit the bit. Get the U-turn. Duck, cut. Serve it, rock. Made it to the top, Going pop, I'm so groovy. I got power. I'm so groovy. I got power. That's your bitch. I just bought it. Oh, that's your bitch. I just bought it. Perks and Miley. Plain Jane. I should face. I don't know her name. On the last down, on the last con, then turn it up to an icon. Pippin', no more.
Mulligan.
All right.
Sorry about that, y'all.
It's self-mixing, huh?
You see what happened? You see what happened when DJ Mr. Quickness ain't here?
Whoo! I ain't said it. She did.
Look, I already look. Y'all know I am ADOS a Soul Star, a whole bunch of things, but what I am not is a DJ. I'm kind of sort of an engineer, but I for damn sure ain't no DJ.
Leave that to professionals.
I'm leaving that to Quick. I'm leaving that to the tight-eye DJs. And speaking of which, y'all, this episode of Hustle and Motivate, I was gonna say of the tight-eye DJs. This episode of Hustle and Motivate the podcast is brought to you by the Tie-Dye DJs. Get your party started right. Call 214-442-3327 or shoot a text. We prefer text message, actually. 214-442-3327 for booking, all right? So that is the Tie-Dye DJs. Y'all, look.
Yeah.
It's about to get warm.
Whoa.
Birthdays. Engagement parties.
Yeah.
Divorce parties. Just saying.
Sex parties.
Sexual parties.
No. Them little
Sexual parties?
No, them little toy parties y'all wouldn't be having.
I'm like, sex? Wait a
I
minute.
don't
Go
know
back.
what it's called.
You telling too much of our business. But what I'm saying.
First of all, I didn't say nothing about us and parties.
I'm
Whoa,
joking.
wait.
It's a joke. Oh my God. Why you not know joke when you hear joke?
I hear joke when I hear joke, but you gonna have people thinking that we out here doing
We're not
swinging on
swinging.
the monkey bars.
But I will say, doesn't that make for interesting radio? That's all I'm saying. Psh, I'm just talking. I'm just talking to be talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking. Anyway, it's my New York accent. I'm sorry. But look, all kind of parties, y'all. You can't be taken away from the tight-eye DJs like that. So the tight-eye DJs can spin for your parties. I don't know about sexual parties.
That's not what I mean. I mean those little parties y'all women be having. Where y'all invite all y'all women's over and y'all talk about whatever.
I've never seen nobody have a DJ at a Pure Passion party.
There
But
you
hey, if you do,
Hey, I be
turn
turning
it up. Turn that. That really it would be dope. I might have to do that. We having a Pure
They be
Passion
having seminars
party.
and stuff.
We gonna turn up. Got the DJ. Whoop whoop. Drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, all y'all women there on
Bring
that
it
wine.
back up like it's warm. Cold. Anyway, tight-eye DJs. That number again is 214-442-3327. Now it is tax season. Everybody ain't filed yet. Who's got your back? Call our friends at Exodus Financial Group today. That's 469-248-0958. Now, we could totally be promoting your brand right now. What are you waiting for? Call FYM Digital for all of your digital marketing needs. info@fymradio.com is the email, or you can shoot a text message at 281-827-6937 if you would like to schedule a free consultation. All right, so those have been our sponsors. We're gonna go ahead and get into our hip hop history. Whoop. DJ Mr. Quickness is not here once again. That's all right, because we have T Stunt. Let's go.
All right. So today in hip hop history, the lovely, the sexy, and kind of throw it off, Miss.
Lord,
She throw, but hey, she so. Miss Erykah Badu.
Wait a minute.
Was hey now. Miss Erykah.
Fuck you, man.
Dang. You sexy too, baby.
Yep.
Damn.
All right. Keep going.
It's Erykah.
Okay.
You like Erykah too?
Yeah, she all right. Do her thing. She does it. She
does it. Was born February 26, 1971. You know, I'm gonna get off of Erykah. We gonna go straight on to the
Happy
next
birthday,
person.
Erykah Badu.
Happy birthday to her. Because I'm getting to look like, all right, nigga, hit her up.
Kidding. Okay.
Next, Mr. LL Cool J released a
Ladies
single.
love.
Yeah, Mr. Lick Them Lips and all them
Lick
others.
your lips. Shout out Jay Slim and Roby. Lick your lips. That's an inside joke. Y'all will get that on the way. My bad. LL Cool J. Sorry. I'm so
Mr. LL Cool J. The single Mama Said Knock You Out
Yeah.
was released February 26, 1991.
One.
Well, I didn't hear it till probably about 94 because I was
Right.
I was
Yeah. I heard it right when it came out. I was old enough to know it then. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out.
Now, a little brother. Who was a little brother? Is this country?
Little brother. No. How?
I was just playing.
Damn.
I know it's hip hop. I know it's hip hop, but I ain't never heard that.
It's hip hop history.
I know. I just playing. But who's little brother?
So Little Brother is a group made up of Fonte. And what's crazy, I just talked to you about this last night. Fonte, because you knew the second guy, I forgot his name, and Ninth Wonder. You know, Ninth Wonder, the producer that works with Jay-Z. Used to always talk about Ninth Wonder.
And I knew the one other guy.
Nah, no, stop effing with me.
Okay.
I forgot who the second guy was, but you knew him. You were like, oh, yeah, that's so-and-so. And I was like, oh, okay, well, he was in Little Brother. See, you don't be listening to everything I be saying. Because I literally said the dude's name, and you was like, oh, yeah, I know him. But I can't think of that dude's name. But he was in Little Brother, and I literally had that conversation with you because I was working on this agenda last night.
Oh, I know.
So that's but you forgot the name.
I forgot the name. I sure did. Hey,
But Little Brother,
Little Brother released
hip-hop
their
group.
Yeah, hip hop group released their debut album. Listen, on February 25th, 2003.
Well, that's the good thing about
That's probably why
hip-hop
I
history.
didn't really know it like that, because in 03, I wasn't really, what's the word I'm looking for, deep in hip-hop at that moment.
Really? What were you deep into?
Well, see, we had an older car that only got one station, which was smooth R&B.
So that's why you got the songs you got on your project.
Yeah. That's why I got all them
little
groovy,
smooth, groovy songs you got.
That's pretty much what I listen to, unless I was around my cousins and other people around the neighborhood. I didn't get to really listen to a whole lot.
Oh
of
wow,
hip-hop.
we have a lot in common. I mean, I listen to way more hip hop than that, but it was, against like my mom's wishes, I would say, because when we were like growing up, she was really like, she did not want us listening to K104 or 97.9. Like,
oh, we were listening to that. That was no problem.
But but I'm just saying, like, she was on that other level of it, so she really didn't even know I was listening to hip hop like I was.
Gotcha.
So
and also too, just we gonna close that. Also too, I didn't have cable, so like 106
the
Park.
videos. Ooh, now see, we had cable because 106 was my ish after school.
I didn't get to experience that like everybody else. I mean, I experienced a little bit of it, but not the whole full fit.
Man, bless
of
you.
AJ and Free.
Because I'm telling you,
get the whole full effect.
I had to have AJ and Free after school, period. Like, period.
But
it
for
was
some reason,
else.
though, hey, I got that uncut though.
Everybody got uncut.
Hey, y'all know about the uncut. If you don't, she too young for you. Leave her alone.
Nah, but you know what? I ain't even gonna front.
But this is your
We
hip hop
had
history,
cable.
though.
Well, hold up, because you got a few more
Oh, I do.
on the other page. But let me say this real quick, though. Shout out to Dallas Fort Worth. Shout out to Skip Cheatham, because we all had Flavor TV.
Oh, God.
And if you didn't have
Nothing else.
you had Flavor TV on, what was it, Friday night?
Ooh.
Baby, look.
On channel 27.
Look here.
Then it went to channel 33 for a little bit.
Come on, Dallas.
And I think it went to channel 21.
Look, come on, Dallas Fort Worth.
And then after that, it was like, dang.
Here comes the flavor.
Here comes the flavor.
TV.
And now that was some uncut stuff too. Now,
And they played all the videos.
What?
You know what? That was really dope. That was a really dope platform that they
was.
did. I really wish they kept that up. Maybe the ratings wasn't, they died down, because this one guy was telling me it is always about ratings. But
it's about ratings, but also too, if you think about it, mostly everybody at that point in time probably didn't have regular TV. Everybody most of the time had cable.
yeah, but man,
So-
we still had the basic channels though. We still had,
but a lot of
basic
people don't
channels.
listen. Don't watch
but we
big
was
channels
still,
for
man. I know we
news.
was on the tough. I think they snatched it away from us like before we was really done with it, like for real. But that's just me. That's how I feel. I mean, just like they took the Boom 94.5 from us, and this guy was telling me that it was about ratings. Joe Mix Jockey, shout out to him. I think he believed he worked at Radio One or one of those stations, but he was saying it was about ratings. But man, I like the Boom. My bad.
But also too, Freeway. Now, hey, I heard his albums a few times. He goes pretty
early.
Yeah. Released his debut album, Philadelphia Freeway, February 25th, 2003.
See, I know this stuff that came out in 03 because I ain't telling my age, but I guess I kind of am. I graduated in 03. Hey, 03. But yeah, so I know these albums. It's crazy. Go ahead. Memory Lane.
And then Boogie Down On Down Productions released their final album, Sex and Violence, February 25th, 1992. Yeah, I was too, but I knew exactly who Boogie Down Productions was for a good.
Boogie Down. I honestly, I've never heard of Boogie Down Productions, but when I was working on this and I was on the phone with you, and you was like, "Oh yeah, I know Boogie Down." I was like, "Oh, for real? Okay, cool."
Yeah, they've been in the spotlight a few times, about early days projects and people that have worked with them, KRS and a couple of the East Coast rappers worked with them. So,
Alrighty.
this is your hip hop history.
Well, thank you very much, T Stunt, for filling in for DJ Mr. Quickness tonight. And I know he hated that he couldn't be here tonight to deliver that hip hop history. He's really fond of that. I mean, we think that he's the perfect fit for it, but of course, he couldn't make it tonight, so you were the perfect replacement. So thank you very much for stepping in and attempting to fill those mighty big shoes. Because, he come in with the piece, you know what I'm saying? He the DJ,
really
so he
shoes.
come in with the
Really
the
big
magic.
shoes.
He come in with the he come in with the magic, and so anyway, but maybe you can come back next week and we all can converse again, because it's always a good thing. It's a good feeling.
Gotcha.
Unless you got something else you got to do, because I know you be whipping work. Not that kind of work, but you be grinding.
whipping that work. Whipping that work.
Hey, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get to our topic tonight. Not going to take too much of your guys' time at this point, but I did want to touch on these. Now, each of these items will be something that we're going to touch on later on in the week. All right, so now tonight's topic, elevate your thinking. Want a better life? Try changing your thinking. It's never what others think about you. What matters is what you think about yourself. We will introduce each tip tonight, and then in the coming weeks, we will drill each one until we find the core of your success. All right, so here are our tips. I found a fantastic article on success.com, and it's 7 practical tips to a positive mindset, equating a better life. Now, a lot of people are going through things right now. They feel like they're on the verge of, their moment or success, but they feel like they're moving slow or they're stagnant. So we always want to encourage you here at Hustle and Motivate, the podcast, to continue to go. And we also want to give you tips. We always want to give you tips on how you can improve your thinking, how you can improve your life by improving your thinking and other things that you do. And also encouraging you all that you have everything inside of you to make your dreams happen. You just have to believe that. Because if everybody around you can believe it, but if you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. So you have to be the agent of change. All right, so let's start with number 1. Start the day with positive affirmations.
Okay.
That's number 1. Start the day with positive affirmations. That's something y'all know. If you are a fan of this show, if you're a listener of this show, you know I talk about positive affirmations all the time because I just literally wake up in the morning and I turn on my little positive affirmations videos on YouTube and I just let them play and I let them get into my spirit. And once that's done, or I may take a break and then I'll read the ones I've got written on the wall. Not necessarily on the wall, but they're on a poster board taped to the wall. So that's what I refer to, my positive affirmations. I speak in my life what it is I want, not the things that I don't want.
Speaking, it shall be.
And it shall be. There's life and death in the power of the tongue. You choose how your life plays out. All right, so start the day with positive affirmations is 1. Number 2, focus on the good things, however small.
So, in other words, don't focus on uncontrollable things. Only focus on the controllable. Pretty much.
Yeah, I would say that, but ultimately what they're saying is focus on the good things. Focus on the stuff that's going on good. Because, see, it's so easy to say what's going wrong.
Right.
I don't have this. I need X amount of dollars to take care of this. I don't have enough of this in order for me to be successful in my business. Oh, now I'm going to be late for work because I got woo, woo, woo. And, you know, the smallest circumstances, they're saying, be thankful for the good things. Look at the good things that's going on.
And that's why, that's why I said what I said, because, you know, all those things that you can't control be those most of the negative things that we talk about.
You're right.
And the things that are good is the things that we can control, like what we do, how we do, and where we want to go. That is basically you focus that good things, and that's how you get it. But
all right, that's it. So yeah, focus on good things, however small, and find the humor in bad situations. That's number 3.
Okay.
Number 4, turn failures into lessons. That's a good one.
Oh, I might be here for that one.
Yeah, you might have to come for that one. That's gonna be in 4 weeks.
All
That's
right,
number 4.
I'll be here in 4 weeks.
Yes. Number 5, transform negative self-talk into positive self-talk. Ooh, that's good.
Stop talking yourself to jump. You should talk yourself off the ledge.
I know that's right. And quit going down that rabbit hole.
Woo, Lord have mercy.
Focus on the present is number 6.
Stop worrying
The
about
right
what
here, right now. Now, see, that I think goes more toward kind of what you were saying earlier.
That too, yeah.
You know, focus on the present.
Stop worrying about
Because
what
you
done
worried
happened.
about tomorrow. Tomorrow's not even here. We still in today.
And you still worried, you still letting what yesterday affect you for today.
There you go. So focus on the present right now. And then number 7, the final tip to a positive mindset is find positive people, positive friends, mentors, co-workers.
Just all around good vibes.
People, good vibes. You cannot expect to live a positive lifestyle with negative thinking. Well, how do you get rid of negative thinking? You got to get rid of some negative folks.
Whew.
You got to move around.
Could
You got to move around. That's the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Some people I've had to manually cut off, and some people the Most High in the universe just cut off for me. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Just cut them right on off for you. Didn't have to worry about doing nothing. You didn't have to say nothing else. You didn't have to reply to a text. You didn't have to do jack. It just went on, and that was that.
And it died.
It died on off, and you were able to continue to move forward. So that's what it's about. So we will tackle each of these individually in the coming weeks. But I just wanted to give you guys these tips because it can still help you. And, once again, I'll go over it one more time. Start the day with positive affirmations. Focus on good things, however small. Find the humor in bad situations. Turn failures into lessons. Transform negative self-talk into positive self-talk. Focus on the present and find positive people. So we're going to get into all of that in the coming weeks. We want to thank you guys for just being here with us. Another fantastic show, Hustle and Motivate the podcast. We really, truly are here to motivate you all. There's so many talented individuals in the world that I've met in my short lifetime. And man, keep going. There's so many of you guys that are on the brink of success. We T-Ston and I, we went to an audition last weekend.
It's Black Ink.
Yeah, it was Black Ink.
It's Black Ink Crew.
It was like some sort of a audition. Who wants to make it?
Who wants to make it
audition? And went to that.
And
that was some good talent in there.
It was. And from an artist standpoint, and I just love how the city just came together to really together just really to do this.
Yeah. Because there was a lot of us out there.
Oh, yeah, it was. I mean, you had the rappers, you had the singers, you had some older people
dancing. I mean, it was just to see the art alive in all of these people. Right. I tell you, it awakened something in me.
And honestly, with all the talent that I seen yesterday, there is no way in hell that the DFW should not be.
Yesterday?
I mean, not yesterday. You know what I mean. That's that good.
Well, I give it to you as only I could.
All right then. Just sad.
Anyway. It was a great experience.
But it was a great experience. But like I was saying though, if Dallas and DFW period will come together just like Atlanta, we'll be the next Mecca. Period. Because it was that much talent in that one room alone, and that was just when I went in there. And that's not even saying the people that were ahead of me that I didn't get to see nor hear.
Yeah.
And you could hear someone coming out their door, and it sounded like they were live.
I would like to give a shout out to Miss K. We saw her there. She manages her artist and also her son. I think it's a beautiful thing. I love momagers. But anyway, she was there with her artist, AJ Shaka. Shout out to AJ Shaka. I think he's a very dope artist. He is a lyricist. And yeah, I think he did a great job. It was great to be able to see him because I see him post a lot of stuff on social media, his music and stuff like that, and he's tagged me in a few things. But it was really dope to actually see him in person, even if it was just an audition. To me, it's even better at an audition because it's raw, Right. So I thought that was dope. So shout out to them. And then also speaking of momagers, shout out to Felicia Cooper. She is the momager to Jay Hen. He's an R&B artist out here in Dallas-Fort Worth. And we have the same last name, so we joke about being related. And her husband's from Shreveport, which is my hometown as well. So you never know. We just might be because I'm pretty sure we are. It's Shreveport. And I mean, we damn near all related. But anyway.
Oh, Lord.
It's no, for real, it's crazy. It's so crazy. Like, I have cousins cousins that are my cousins, but then they're also my cousins' cousins. It's like.
That's a lot of cousins.
Yeah, wow.
It's a lot of cousins.
It's out the chain. I'm like, I know some incest going on. I don't know how deep, but. Goodness. Anyway.
All right, then.
I mean, it just makes you think of that. But anyway, there was this one politician that a lot of people were like trying to rip. They were trying to rip him up for saying that, a lot of our population, he was just saying that incest is responsible for a lot of our current population. He's not lying, though. Like a lot of those small towns, small cities.
Yeah.
It was. Now, it wasn't like, I'm not saying it was like direct incest. It might be like cousins twice removed, down the line, across. That's just too far.
They was married into the
like fifth and sixth cousins. Like people way off, might have got to, and they didn't know. You know what I'm saying? That they were related somehow.
I mean, that's how, you know,
I mean-
that the whole Kevin Gates situation came about him and his cousin. I don't know if you heard about that.
Oh,
story.
yeah. I think you were telling me about that.
Yeah. Basically, in a nutshell, he was dating his cousin. He didn't know. Grandma told him, hey, this is your kinfolk. But by the time he figured out, they had already been knocking boots. And I found out in my own family, too, that one of my cousins, same situation, they didn't know.
I mean, and especially in the black
But if you don't-
community, it happens a lot, too,
Right.
because you got to think of, first of all, you know, our forefathers were, unfortunately, we come from kings and queens, but also our forefathers some of them became slaves. They became slaves, and they brought them here, made them slaves, and so you know,
Massa,
yeah, you know what I'm
things
saying.
with
So our family tree, they split us up so crazy, like they would, you know, they would separate, you know, families. They separated families, the mothers and children. Everybody just got separated. They treated them worse than dogs.
They did.
So we really don't have much of our history is completely wiped out. It's all mixed up, and so at the end of the day,
Right.
like that's not surprising that happens in the black community for sure, just because of that. That's why like I have the way I feel about certain things, because it's like you can't even get mad at a black person for feeling the way they do, the way that we were treated, the way that our ancestors were treated.
And still being treated.
You can't even blame us. It's like, it's so funny how certain white people, and I'm not talking about our allies, but how certain like white people of other races that look down on black people. It's like, y'all wasn't even done like we were done. It's like, how dare you look down on us, you know, for the predicament that the white man put us in. Like, how dare you?
Right.
And now we have to try to climb and build ourselves, get ourselves out of, but we're still trying to do that shit. Like, still got their foots on our neck because they know how powerful we are. Again, not to the allies, but to the ones who were enemies.
Oh, God.
So anyway, I just say all of that to say that, you know, you guys, you know, stay motivated no matter what you've been through, no matter what circumstances you grew up in. You know what I'm saying? You can have a wonderful life. You can have a blessed life. You can be happy all the time, but you have to change your mind, your thinking. And that's what I love about our Black History stories today, because those women, they changed their thinking. They went from like, oh, I come from, you know, slaves and this, that, and the third. And they changed their thinking. They say, no, I don't come from slaves. I come from kings and queens. And I'm powerful. And God made me strong. And God made me this and that. And they believed in themselves and got themselves to a point of, you know, Shirley Chisholm, House of Representatives. What? First black woman, 1972, to run for president. What? And woman, period. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't even playing.
Wasn't no Hillary then?
Right. She wasn't even, she was the one to do it. She paved the way for
Right.
women, period. So at the end of the day, strong, beautiful, strong women. Madam C.J. Walker, we got to do something about this hair, she said.
Ooh, child, this hot comb ain't
We got to
doing
do
enough.
something about these buckshots and
what-
these naps. We shouldn't have to just be walking around looking like this.
I said the hot comb. Yeah, she the one that made that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a couple of y'all still got them tiger stripes back there in the back. But hey, it is
Yeah,
what it
like,
is.
'cause you, tiger stripes. Oh, Lord, yeah, the hot comb,
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord, have mercy. Well, on that note, we hope you guys enjoyed the show, the topic. Now, once again, we could totally be promoting your brand right now. What are you waiting for? Call FYM Digital for all of your digital marketing needs. The email is info@fymradio.com. You can follow us on Instagram or Facebook at FYM Digital. All right, call 281-827-6937 for a consultation. Also, if you need a DJ, contact the Tight Eye DJs. Man, these DJs, they're always DJing across the city. So you probably have even heard of them if you're in Dallas-Fort Worth. You've probably been somewhere where one of the Tight Eye DJs was spinning. You just didn't know. But anyway, that number to text is 214-442-3327 if you would like to get your party started. Again, it's going to start warming up. Parties is going down. Birthdays, all of that. Anniversaries, y'all want to be turned. These DJs are versatile. They're not just playing one type of music. They got it going. They can already size up what your group is into, and they just going to play it. And y'all going to be like, how they jamming like this? Because they know. All right? And then We do know that there's tons of new music out there, but don't forget to check out the latest project from T Stunt, representing Star Artist Management.
Wow.
Gentleman, Businessman, Gangster, available now on all major streaming platforms. Follow at T Stunt on IG at T Stunt 817. And if you love our show, awesome. Become a patron of FYM Radio to receive exclusive marketing and advertising offers today when you visit www.patreon.com/FYM Radio. Your package info, there are 6 awesome tiers to choose from, starting at $5 a month. Be sure to email us your package info. There we go. To info@fymradio.com. So if you sign up on Patreon and you pick a package, email us, please, info@fymradio.com to let us know, hey, just to be sure, hey, I've signed up with you all to become a patron, and I would like, and I chose package number, the Silver Star, or I chose the Red Star, whatever this package is called. Then we'll go ahead and get started on your campaign as soon as possible, because that's what we do here. All right, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and shut the show down. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at FYM Soulstar.
And y'all can definitely find me at TStunt817. Again, that's TStunt817.
All right, well, until next Thursday, y'all be good. Be easy. Hustle and motivate. Stay motivated.
Hey.
I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, huh? They think I know the way.